Hi y'all, this is Pam at Pink Dragonfly Wings, and I am here today. It is only December I think the 8th. Yeah, I think the 8th. But I am working ahead because, as I've said before, and I'm not going to keep saying it again and again, on the 18th, I'm having my next knee surgery done, and so I won't be able to do those. So I'm going to go ahead and do them and get them all posted so that when the day comes, then I'll have mine to add to the groups too. So, totally flying blind here because Louisa and Barbara haven't made their videos yet. Well, they may have made them, but they haven't posted them yet. So, we're going to go with this the way that it is. So, uh, what we're going to do today is for October the 19th, and it's Nature's Treasure. And so I had to think about this for a while because I thought nature's treasure. Okay, it's going to be something naturey. And to me, a treasure means like secret, hidden, those kinds of things. So I chose this piece out of Louise's kit. And I hope that it comes out the way I want it to. I'm hoping. We're going to see. Okay. So, first thing that we're going to do is we're going to use this little sheet of paper here, and I am going to turn it over and use this side because why? Okay, here's a piece of green. I was trying to figure out something that I need because what I'm going to do, in my head, is that I'm going to put this on the back of this up this way. Now, hang on a minute because I got to think about this, or otherwise I'm going to get it all screwed up. So what I want is to cut some little doors in here, and I'm not going to be able to put it that way. It's going to have to go this direction, like this. Okay, because what I want to do is I want to cut some holes in the shelves of these bookshelves and make little doors that open up to show our secrets of what we want to put in our doors. And I need the inside of the flap to be this color, or close to this color. I don't need to use this whole sheet. I only needed about 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to do that shelf because you can't see the books anyway. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 shelves. So I think that if I tear it about like that, I can put that back in my scrap bucket and put this on here. Yes. All right, so I'm going to glue this down. And if it doesn't work, you won't see this video anyway because I'll have to tear it apart and do something different. Okay. This glue and I have a love-hate relationship. I'm trying to hit that little hole with this pen, and I can't see it with my glasses on. There we go. Okay, so we got that in there. And we're going to try it again. Put some glue around here. And I'm really going to put quite a bit of glue because I'm not real sure where those little doors are going to open. But I can always go back and put some extra glue after I cut them if they're not shut enough. so I'm not going to worry too much about the sides, but I do need to make sure we have a lot of glue in this little section in here. All right, so we got it glued up, and we're going to put it, that should be about right. Then we'll burnish this down to kind of help spread that glue out a little bit. And I kind of measured a while ago before I started. Let's go ahead and fold this in half. I might should have probably torn that off a little bit more so that it's not on our crease. That just gives us another little piece to put in our bucket, because I don't want to make that crease any thicker than I have to, because I want my pages, some of my pages are pretty thick, and my little journal is getting pretty thick, and there we go. So, all right, I'm going to have to put my glasses back on so I can see this, but here are my little doors. And I wanted to put this door right here. Okay, so what I intend to do, and I want this door to open up over here, so I need to cut it on this side. So let's see if I can find one of my, oh, that's a nice pokey tool, but that's not what I need. I need oh, that looks serious. Okay. Let's see how this works. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to lay this down on right here. This is for the first one. And then I'm also going to do the second one over here, but I want it to open up on this side. So I'm going to lay that right there. Hinge it on that side. Let's see how this works. Right there. Right there. And right there. Okay. Now, do we have a cut through hole there? I think that we do. We may have to make an extra little snippy snip here with my scissors, but that's okay. I can do that. I don't think I quite went all the way up to the top here. There we go. Alrighty. And then I want it to fold back to right there. So that's what I wanted. I wanted something kind of funky looking in there. Then when we put our page in here, we'll use some of our forest moss and cover up the backs of these. Just because. We don't have to. Actually, we don't have to. We'll decide that in a minute. Okay, so we have our first door cut. Now then, we're going to do our second door right here. And it is going to be the opposite. It's going to open up on this side. So we're going to cut here. And down here. And down this way. Okay, now let's see how we did on that. Oh, we did much better on that one. All right, so we'll fold that one back right there. Okay. And I want these to be pretty flexible about going in and out, so, because I want them to close. I'm going to put a little button here or something there that we can use as a little knob, but that's what we're going to do. So we have that one, and we have this one. And this one up here is going to be a little bigger. We have a little bit bigger space. So I want to put it right here on each side of these hanging baskets right here. So we're going to put that right there. And we don't cut on the sides. We're only going to cut down the top and the bottom. And this door is twice as big as these. So I'm going to take this one and put it here on our end and cut it in half. And that should make our double door. Okay. All right, let's put those over there. Let's fold this one back. Okay. And then we'll fold this one back. So we have a bigger spot here. All right. Now then, what I'm going to do is we're going to, this is our page, and it's going to fit on here just like this. Okay. And so I am going to, with a very light pencil, go right around here so that I know where on here I can put my prizes, my treasures. And I have some treasures already chosen. So, of course, nature's treasure. And my favorite things in the world are flowers. I love flowers. I love wildflowers especially. They're especially my favorite. I just flowers that just bloom, just because, are awesome to me. So I want this one, and it's the biggest one, and so I have all these little flowers right here. And I want to make a little flower garden in here. So what I want to do is, let's see, let's start with that one. And we're going to have to arrange them in this so that tell y'all it's hard for me to talk and think at the same time. Put them in here. I know I'm spending so much time trying to make them work when they're not even glued down. And then let's try this one. And then we can do this one. And if we scoot these down, well, I'll tell you what, we could put the 3 different teal colored ones up here on the top. I didn't check this out beforehand, so, and then we'd have one to put down here. And then I got these other ones. They're a little bigger, but I think if we put those in there pretty carefully, we can put one of these over here on this side and one of these over here on this side. And then we'll have a little flower garden, and we can draw some little stems and all that kind of stuff. I think that'll be perfect. So we're going to arrange those and put those in there. Let's see, this is our page. Another thing that I really like to see is mushrooms. I love mushrooms. I don't know why. They look like little fairy houses. And so I thought we used mushrooms in our theme quite a bit. And the only thing is, these are all pretty big. So I'm going to see if in this little pack here, I have some small ones that hopefully will fit in that little window. See, like that one. And then if we could find another one that's kind of cool. That one's too big. Of course, we could put it down on the bottom and have it not be completely in the window. Oh, that one's cute. I like that one. That one could work. And then maybe put another little one in the center. Do it like that. I think that would work. I think that would be cute. Okay. All right. Oh, I like that one too. That one's cool. Maybe we could put him back here. There we go. All right. So we're going to put those three right there. And then we have a special person to put there. Because we are going to use our tiny Effie. Because we have to have Effie in our page. And I don't know if you would count Effie as a nature treasure, but he has definitely become a treasure to all of us. So we're going to count him. And I printed this other little paper off that Barbara had because it has this little tiny Effie right here. And I want to cut him out. And we're going to see if we can get him to fit in. I think if we cut it off right close to the top, and then we can put it right there, and he will almost, his whole body will be in the window. So it'll be right there, right across there. So that'll be close enough. And he can wave out and say hi to us. So I'm going to move all this over. I'm going to see if I can find my forest moss doobie thing. And this. Now, when I cover this up, this may, oh, I have 2 sheets. I don't need 2. And I don't want it to bleed through. So, I'm wondering if maybe I should make this just a little bit darker. So I know where the edges are. Oh. See, now, how did that not work? Okay, I know, because I probably didn't cut the window quite as wide as this sheet of paper. Well, now there it does. Well, nope, that doesn't work. All right, we're going to give it a whirl, and we're going to see if on here we can cover this in so we have a little bit of a background. And then, of course, just as I suspected, it covered up my lines, so I am going to have to get my window. Where's my window? Is this my window? This is my window. And I'm going to put it in here. And that's where we're going to put our prizes. So, I think that I will go ahead and lay this down and maybe not put some glue in here yet. And we can add that later after we get our objects in there. And I don't know. Okay, we're going to give it a go. So, I think I'll go ahead and glue this down. So, I fold all my little windows back so I make sure I don't glue them down. And we're going to glue, of course we are. We're going to glue right down here. Put this on here because I want this to stay really nicely. And we'll put, okay, how do I go about doing this? We'll put this right here like this. Want it right in the crease. Right there. We're going to have to cut a little top off of the top because we always have to do that, but that's okay. This side is not glued. That's all right. Okay. Is that going to be good enough? It's a little crooked up here at the top, but I'm not going to try to, I'm just going to go with it like it is. So we're going to cut this little top off here, right along the top of our paper. There we go. And there we go. Okay, there we go. Now then, what we're going to do is we're going to take our little mushrooms and we're going to ink around the edges of those. Our little mushrooms go in the center one. And we're going to put this one a little over here to this side. And somewhere I have, there we go, 2 pairs of tweezers. And can never find any of them when I need one. So I need to raise this up just enough to get that to fit in there. Straighten it up. We don't want crooked mushrooms. Okay, and then this little, we had a little tall one. What did I do with it? Where did it go? Where did our little mushroom? Oh, there it is. Let's ink around this one. Just because that white around the edges of it just looks weird to me. So then we'll take this one and we'll put him right over here in this one. Right in there. Gotta be straight. Okay. And then this one we may have to cut, but he could go right down there. I don't know that I want that one in there. Actually, I think I kind of like these two. I think those look just fine. I don't know about this red one. It really kind of gets lost in there. Let's see if we can find a, wonder how this one might do. Yeah, that shows up a little bit better. It's a little lighter. The red on this one gets lost on the green. I probably shouldn't have done the green, but I can't take that off now, so we'll just use a different mushroom. Alrighty, so we're going to take you out of there, and we're going to put a little glue on the back of you. And then we're going to put you in here where you need to be. And put you under here, and you have to be straight. Put you under here. Come on, slide in there. There we go. And there looks like it's growing right in that window. And then we'll take this little guy and put some glue on him. And put him in here. Get him down in here. There we go. Straighten up, straighten up. Come on. There you go. Perfect. All right. So we have our little window with our mushrooms in it. And it's hidden. So we're going to ink up our door so it looks like the bookshelf. And in a minute we'll get us some little buttons and put those on there. Or some little knobs. These little knobs might look good. I could cut those off of my pins. We might try that. Alright, so then we need, let's see, I think I didn't leave quite enough under there, so we're going to have to put Effie under here just a little bit, just like that, and then we'll cut right here and right here and cut that off so that it will fit in the window. Okay, we don't have to really ink that because all of these edges are going to be hidden under here. So let's see if we can inch Effie in there. I think it might be easier to try to put it in this first. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. All right, now we need a little glue under there. Effie, you have to be straight too. But I think you're going to be a little crooked. But that's okay. That's okay. All right, let's think of this door. And this side. Because we don't want, when somebody comes in, we don't want the white spots to show and give away our hiding places where our treasures are kept. All right, let's put these away before I get those scattered out all over the floor, because that's usually what happens. And I spent way too much time fussy cutting those little puppies out to have them flying across the floor. All right, so now then we have our flowers. And I think we decided that we would put one of these orange flowers on each side. And I think that will be fine. And we'll put another one on the other side and put it right up in there. And most people who know me know how much I love flowers. My husband, bless his heart, he is so sweet and so kind and so thoughtful. And he keeps a bouquet of fresh flowers on my bar for me to enjoy all the time. And I just love them, and I love him for doing it. So that's pretty cool. I could go in there right now and I have a little vase with a bouquet of flowers in it. So right, we'll put that one there. We decided we were going to put all of the teal colored ones kind of at the top. And then we'll make some little stems. I'll just draw those with a, really don't know that I like that white one. It's kind of looks like a sore thumb out there with all those others having color. So let's see, how about maybe a little purple one? There's a purple one. That one has glitter. Okay, little flowers, come on, let's find one. There's one that does not have glitter on it. And I think that will work just perfectly. We'll put it, since it's a little darker, we'll put it on the lighter side right here. And then we'll put this little light green one here on the other side. And put that one right there. And then we have a darling little flower garden. Okay. So let me find I wonder where, there it is. My big pen. And let's see. Oh boy, I don't do this so bueno, so let's just bear with me. We're going to try to do some little stems. Oh, that's not too terribly bad. Okay. And now then, let's see if we can put a little flower on there, a little leaf. And maybe a little leaf on this side. Don't do leaves very good either, but I think that'll look just fine. Make them a little bigger. And then we can put a leaf right there. And part of a leaf. Put a little baby leaf on this one. I think it's the one on the left side that always gives me a fit. It just never comes out looking like a leaf. The right side is okay. The left side, I just don't know why. Now that one was pretty good. Yay! Looks like a butterfly. Maybe I should have just used butterflies. And I might have if I'd have had some small enough. But let's see. How did I do that? There we go. We'll get another one over here. They are dimensional, you know. So we'll put one right here. We can put a big leaf, or a bigger leaf, right there. And then we have this one. And we'll do this one over here. I think we got one flower with both leaves looking pretty good. That's good enough for me, though. All right, put my glasses back on so I can see them. And we need to ink around this door. Okay, we'll have a little door here. And a little door here. And we'll close it just like that. Now you can see a little bit in there because it's got those little stones on there, but that's okay. It's good enough for me. Alrighty. May not be good enough for Effie, but I bet Effie will think it looks just fine. So now then, I have these pins here. You know, I could use, instead of a pin, let's pull out here and get some pearls, because, you know, rich people are the ones who have special places for their hiding stuff. So we can put a little pearl. Wonder why those are sticking on top of that. I don't know, but we might as well use those. So we'll put a little pearl right here. You get it on your finger and you can't get it off. We'll put that right there. Looks like it goes right on the spine of that book right there, so it can look like a decoration. And then we'll take this one and put it on this one, and it also falls right on the spine of a book. All right, come on. There we go. And I have one more left on this little thing. And we'll put it right there. And we'll have another one right here. And put that right there. I'm not real sure those are the same size. I think I will take this little guy. No, I think they're the same size. Okay, there we go. So there's our doors and our treasure. Very cute. All right, now then, we need a little bit of something else. What else do we need? I can't find where my stuff went. I'm getting cold in here. Oh, there it is. It was wrapped up in my blanket. I like this stuff, so I think I'm going to put another little piece of this down here, and we will use just half of this because we don't want it to be the main thing. But I think this stuff is so cool for this little journal because it just looks naturey. I like that. I really like that. Okay, so let's get our Fabri-Tac and put a little bit of this on. Oh, let's cover this up before we get the whole thing messed up. May have. I did get a little bit on there, but it'll be all right. It will be all right. It's green. And we'll put this on here enough that we can get it to stick. This stuff is kind of squirrely, just trying to glue it, just because you only have these few little spriggies here that will take glue. But that's okay, we got it on there. There we go. Okay, we've got that. Now, it still looks a little plain. You know what? We never did glue the other side of this, and we certainly did not do our holes, did we? Okay, so we're going to have to glue this side down before I forget. Where it glued around the edges, so let's do that real quick. Punch our holes so we don't forget where our holes are. Get our burnisher and burnish that down a little bit. Would have been a little easier to burnish before I put my doorknobs on there, but I don't always think of things in the correct order. So let's put a little bit of ink up here just to kind of take the edge off. There we go. Okay, now then, we need something up here. I don't think this is appropriate. What about this little flower ribbon up here? That might look cool. Those are little flowers. If we can figure out which way is the front. You know, I don't really think it matters if we can't tell. We can't tell. Almost forgot again. I need to get these holes punched. I know y'all are sitting there going, punch the holes, Pam. Punch the holes. Okay. And, oh, set some olives a while ago and forgot to reset my crocodile. Alright, holes have been punched. Put these little nubbins in the trash. I have not resorted to keeping the little nubbins out of my crocodile yet, so it is a good thing. So, alright, then what if we take, what if we kind of like that, but that's kind of stark and different. Let's cut this little extra piece off down here that kind of bothers me. Okay, so we'll put that right there. And we can cut this one off right here. Alrighty. put this back over here for the moment. We'll have that. We could use a little piece of our green that we tore off a while ago and put that under there. I don't know that that's going to make any difference. It's all green. And I don't think that's going to show anything other than making a little more texture, which is actually kind of cool. So I think that we'll go ahead and do that just to add a little extra. And I don't know why I have such a hard time keeping up with this little dauber thing here. We'll just put some of this down here on the bottom where it's going to hang out a little bit. Put a little bit of glue on here. And we'll put that right up there. We'll have this. I still think that needs a little something. Let me see if I can reach my alcohol inks up here. Get my blanket. It's gotten winter. I have to have my blanket. I think those are the colors that I need. I have a little heater down here, but the heater tends to get too hot. So I haven't started using it yet. Put that back over there. Just because I don't need that much heat, but my legs in here, I wear shorts all the time, even in the winter, and my legs get cold. So, okay, let's see if we can find some green. That's cracked pistachio. I don't know whether I want that. Okay, well this evergreen bough is always cool. These are just the oxide reinkers that I use, and I just drop a little bit on here and let it soak into these flowers. And let's see if there's a yellow in here. That one ought to work. I have to move it over here so I can tell what flowers have ink and what flowers don't. And then, let's see. I don't really think we need blue or green, but this green will work, I think. I didn't shake that up, did I? No, I did not. And this may look like crap when we get through with it, but if it does, then we'll do another piece. Put some water on it to kind of soften it a little bit. And there we go. Oh, a likes. Now then, I'll save that because we can always use that again. Let's get our dryer and dry just a little bit. I know I have one. I used it earlier. Here, let's put this back on here. Do a little bit on both sides. And I use evergreen bough on the darker colors, and this one was the, what was it? Twisted Citron and Ember, Fossilized Amber. So I think that'll have that for a minute. And we'll turn this upside down just so I can work better. And this is the back side. I'm not sure. Let me see. Really don't think it matters. Put a little glue. If I can get the glue to come out. You probably can't even see that over there. So that's probably why it wouldn't come out. Okay, I'll let it sit there too long. My glue is quite contrary. Okay, let's try it again. All right, come on. There it comes. I don't really know that I want the flowers themselves glued down. Put this right here. Now that looks really cute. Okay. There we go. And I think that will do. I'll put the date on it and I'll put the name of it up here and we'll get it done. And there's our flowers, our mushrooms, and Effie. Hope y'all like this. It's been a lot of fun making. I hope you'll make one along. And in the meantime, we'll see you next time and you be creative. Thank you. Bye-bye.